Another war story from a thirsty young hustler. Another war story. Another war story from a thirsty young hustler. Once the pen hits the pad, it's danger.
Together, or we might chill and go to a restaurant and just talk, just vibe first.
Right.
So I'm saying, once you start vibing, we start seeing more similarities than differences. And then it start meshing organically more than we just trying to force shit.
Because we basically the same fucking people.
It's the same shit, yeah.
We're the same people, but we just at the same time, because what it is, we talked about this earlier. Territorial.
That's it.
Niggas is territorial and egotistic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's still that. Niggas still, you know what I'm saying? It's the chest thing. You feel me? But really it's not, because we all know and it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
at the end of the day, you know it's gonna take for somebody gonna have to fold in and just be the bigger man. It's gonna have to come into it.
We all the bigger man. It's just we gotta just fucking link up.
But also, World is the brand.
We them boys.
We the number one brand
podcast.
in Kentucky. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, no disrespect to nobody else, but we telling you how we do it.
Man, look.
Mad love.
You know what I'm saying?
I wish I could say on the motherfucking cap.
All
the way to the motherfucking shoes, man. True hell, man. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers like, man, what the fuck is that nigga going through?
If y'all ain't aware, the famous motto for Hustle World Clothing is, in a world full of hustlers, it's on the right to rock Hustle World Girl. You hear me?
Exactly.
Hey, the collection, baby.
Get it, baby. HustleWorlds.com. HustleWorldsCollection.com, my bad.
And we coming early with foul shit.
We got some shit coming too.
Hoodies and shit.
Tune in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So before that wind start kicking, make sure you
Wildcats and Bearcats up this motherfucker, man.
Hey.
Wild shit.
This nigga think he a model.
Hey, before that wind start kicking. Before that wind start kicking. Hey.
The Polo model dude.
Yeah.
Hey, but before that wind start kicking, make sure you go to Hustler World website collection.com.
Yeah,
and start getting that hoodie picking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get some shit. It'll be up soon.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Wildcats and Bearcats up this motherfucker, man. Ain't no
Where's this at?
All cats.
Huh?
Where's this at?
Where's this at? Hustle World?
Lexington or?
No, that was vibing off the conversation me and you had after you left.
Yeah.
Remember we talking about your day like the Bearcats?
Yeah.
So I was gonna put that together.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Why wouldn't they ever put that? Why wouldn't they ever have the Bearcats play the Wildcats? That'd be some awesome shit. That would be the real cross-out shootout. Cross-state shootout.
They play Louisville a lot, so.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I think Kentucky, UK, and the Bearcats, that'd be dope.
I
think that make more sense than Louisville, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
UK, UC.
Yeah.
It's because it's closer. It's still more in the area.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, Cincinnati.
It ain't really closer. Man. It's just like them motherfuckers is like this, but we like. It's just been
Louisville to Lexington.
North South shootout.
It's just something you don't see.
Closer.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. It's something you don't see.
And Lexington's closer to Cincinnati than Louisville.
And they need. It's something that's awesome. It's already 20. Do something different, man. You know
right.
What I'm saying? Shit.
Let us bust UK ass real quick. For real.
Hey.
Them niggas falling off, so yeah, we can get them now.
That's funny though.
You might. And Louisville. Make it them too. You know?
That's funny because, by me being from Covington, I'm a UC fan because of my dad. You know what I mean? We just grew up on it. It's indoctrination and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It.
That's all it is. You be indoctrinated with something, and that's what you just believe. I just never liked UK.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm from Kentucky.
Right.
So with me, I was a Bearcat fan, right? You know, back in the 90s, Kenyon Moore and all them motherfuckers going home.
Squad.
You know what I'm saying? So I love that shit. My dude's always a Kentucky fan. But as you get older, they start doing miracle shit. Like, you like, how the fuck this squad? Where the fuck they put Anthony Davis from and win the championship? You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they squad was kind of trash. They could turn to something. So I started kind of like I laugh a little bit when they be like, you should be Kentucky. I'm like,
they almost got him.
They'll pull something out their ass. They did.
Yeah.
They did. Man, I was a cockapoo when that happened.
Yeah.
See, I think the reason why UK they be in a better position than UC is that like Lexington's more of a college town, so more of their money and their resources gonna go through UK.
Right.
So they got the money to make shit happen more than UC. UC is more gonna be more competitive because Cincinnati's not a college town.
Right.
Cincinnati's not relying on UC.
Right.
Lexington relies on UK.
Yeah.
For whatever
like
for
Ohio
Lexington,
State up in
like Columbus, exactly. Columbus and UK and Knoxville to,
Right.
to UT, like University of Tennessee and Columbia, South Carolina. It's
Yeah,
all they all
Alabama.
rely. Like, okay, the perfect example is this is like Duke University in Durham, North Carolina.
Okay.
They had a study and did an article where I read verbatim where they talked about how Duke University actually runs the city.
I believe.
Like, and I had a conversation with some guy I work
Yeah.
with where I said the mayors don't run the city; it's actually the developers that run the city. But in this case, Durham University, Duke University was really running Durham because all the development that was occurring in Durham came through
Based
Duke.
around, yeah.
It was university based. It was nothing that was city based.
Right.
Okay, if we want to do a perfect example, Covington and Lexington. Any developments that happen with Covington is all independent city based.
Right.
We ain't got nobody we leaning on. We ain't got no big university. Versus Lexington, they lean on them. So that's why they got the money to be able to get big coaches.
All them-
Oh,
You
yeah.
see what I'm saying? Because it's a college town.
Yeah,
Rely on that.
shit. That nigga already retired though.
Yeah, you need to.
Oh,
Nah,
who's
he
that?
about to retire after this year. He's
Is he?
gone.
Calipari?
Yeah, not Calipari, but Mike Krzyzewski. What the fuck his name is? Duke.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I seen that.
Yeah, after this year, it's over.
Wow. How long you been in there?
20 something,
Shit,
25
a
years.
long ass time.
Wow.
Our parents was motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And they goddamn, you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah, he been there for a
He been there
minute.
for a minute.
He did his thing,
Coach
though.
K.
Coach K.
Coach K.
He
Wow.
retired, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about Dean. Well, I don't know about your boy from North Carolina, but yeah, he retired.
But I thought Dean Smith already.
Dean Smith, not Dean Smith. Dean Smith.
Who was their coach?
North Carolina coach.
I forgot, bro.
White hair dude. I can't remember
I
his
don't
name
know
either, man.
that
Fuck
motherfucker,
North
man.
Carolina. Anyway, yeah.
One of you motherfuckers.
He gone man, after this year, man. It's over.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Think they gonna fall off? Nah. They still gonna
Yes.
be good.
Yes and no.
They still gonna get the
Yes,
players.
yes and no, because people who going to college, they want to play for Coach K. They don't want to play for Duke.
Word.
They want to play for Coach K.
Absolutely.
They want to play for Calipari. They want to play for the coaches. They don't
Wow,
want to play
okay.
for
The
the
team.
goddamn team. It ain't about the team. It's about the coach.
That's a good
You
point.
think they gonna fall off?
Slightly.
Like in ranking ratings and all that.
Yeah. Slightly. Now, they ain't gonna get that airtime.
Right.
Okay, that's a good point. That's what we.
They ain't gonna get the airtime.
What about Rick
The
Pitino?
airtime going somewhere else.
Where Rick Pitino at?
Yeah, the small college. I
Yeah,
forgot the
small
name.
college. They got to the
They got
tournament,
to the tournament.
but they lost the first round.
I was rooting for that motherfucker too, bro.
They lost the first round. But they I don't know. It's just different. It's just changing around the world. So I want the small team. I'm always rooting for the fucking goddamn underdogs. That's why I wear minor league fucking baseball hats and
Shit
Negro
like that.
League hats and shit like
Yeah,
that.
you know
You know
you're
what I'm
allowed to
saying?
wear- yeah,
I rock different shit. You know
Yeah,
what I
me
mean?
too. Me too.
I try to
That
be.
nigga was the
I
first
get y'all
nigga
hit
I
your
ever
spot.
seen on the street with a fucking NKU. We
Oh.
did a video and that shit. The
NKU
NKU hoodie.
handshake
What?
and shit, yeah.
I was, man, I rock NKU. Hey, I rock
Yeah.
NKU all day.
If you from up here, you don't rock NKU, something the fuck
Wrong with you? What? I
Hey.
told him, bro. I made a post like 2 years ago and said if it ever came through it, where it was NKU and UK, I'm going with NKU. NKU.
Yeah, I know.
They did play.
Yeah, they did. I remember
They did.
that.
I went for NKU.
more of
Yeah,
a-
you almost beat him too.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
more of a hometown to Covington
Yes,
than
sir.
Lexington.
Yes,
UK
sir.
is to us.
Yes, sir.
They got them influence y'all. Them motherfuckers slick. You seen them?
Hey, the jersey,
Somebody
go get them.
somebody said they shitty, but I haven't seen it myself.
Man, they look good.
I like them
bro.
though. I like
But
them.
me-
He showed me though. He
me-
gave me him too. He said,
I
"Shop
want
in
a
Covington."
Floyd, y'all. Hey, you got me
Hey,
fucked
Yeah,
up.
what?
Got me
Guess what,
fucked
though?
up.
Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you how.
Got me fucked
They look
up.
good.
It's
bro.
all still Covington.
It's all
Yeah.
still.
Still all
Yeah.
Covington.
It's gonna be.
It's just
man,
you know, look. This is how Northern Kentucky is. And
I just got
Covington
that
is.
pride and I
It's
just
like-
love it. If you love Louisville and you love Lexington and you love all that shit, if you from up here, you don't love that shit.
You-
Man, something
man,
fuck
come on,
wrong with
right,
you.
it is.
Nigga, if you from Covington,
You represent up
you a
north.
real motherfucker.
We
Covington
represent up
motherfucker,
north, right.
You gonna have that goddamn shit.
Right.
Bruh,
Shit.
We represent up
bruh,
north.
Covington, nigga.
NKU
I got it
outlet.
on me twice,
Yeah,
nigga.
bro.
Like COV, nigga. Like, bro, I love this shit, bro. Like, you got me fucked up, nigga. Like, Man,
Shout out to NKU.
man,
Plus it's different.
all day long,
Shout out to
nigga.
NKU.
Shout out
Different.
to
You
the
gonna
black
see a
and
lot
gold,
of motherfuckers
man.
wearing that shit.
Nah,
It's
you
different,
don't.
hell
You
yeah.
don't, exactly.
Hell yeah, and then my homegirl bought me the hoodie, rest in peace, man. She been gone for some years, but she bought me the hoodie, so I ain't never gonna get rid of that motherfucker, man.
Already
All right,
know.
man, listen, man.
What about the NBA playoffs?
Oh yeah,
Check that out.
yeah.
Kyrie.
Oh my God.
going on?
Hey, I told, listen. I told dude, I said, a couple weeks ago, I said, listen, the Nets got this shit bad unless these injured-prone players they have start getting injured. What happened?
They start getting in.
Harden. Yesterday,
Kyrie.
Kyrie. They ready to put Nash out there. They start
I
playing
seen that
ball.
post.
Hey, look.
I
see
It's
that
a,
shit. That's
it's,
so
a, it's a field day. It's a field day now for the Bucks. It look good for them now because people's hurt. I don't really have no trust in Philly.
Nah.
If Duke can shoot threes, then I'll fuck with him.
Simmons,
Yes.
they need a shooter for real.
I don't have no trust in the cats. With the Nets gone, it kind of fucks up my East is gonna win it a little bit because motherfucking Suns look good.
They gonna be in the West.
Utah look good too, but they ain't got Conley. And I fuck with Clarkson. Clarkson should have stayed with the Lakers. They should have got rid of Kuzma. But that's a different story.
They should have kept Ingram and got rid
That
of
too.
Kuz.
That too. They should got rid of Kuzma, period.
Yeah,
They
he's
kept
trash.
Clarkson and fucking Ingram.
Yeah.
They've been goddamn good. They've been alright. They've been still in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers been relaxed. Anyway, that's another story. But it's wide the fuck open now. Now the Bucks look like they can jump into it.
The Bucks, man.
I don't have no trust in Philly.
Atlanta too young.
Atlanta, man, listen.
They too young right
Listen. Atlanta, they ain't really too young.
now. They is, bro.
They got some young players. They got.
Would you say
You know what?
then?
They might. Because you gotta have the experienced point guard type shit in the league.
So you say they inexperienced.
Only
Yeah,
person
you
they
gotta-
got is a vet is
The
South
center-
Walker.
No.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Utah.
Capella.
Utah's with South.
No,
is
South-
Utah.
South Walker with Utah.
Yeah.
So it's the other Bogdanovich with
His Bogdanovich is with Utah too.
yeah.
Them motherfuckers,
It's
they
two of them.
loaded. They
Yeah.
nice.
Utah dope.
Utah, yeah, but they ain't got Conley. So you got, and then they ain't got your boy that just got hurt. Mitchell is out. So
He out too.
he got fucked up the other day. So you know,
Man,
it's up. That's why I said it's up for grabs.
they gonna fuck around and let
Nigga, they gonna
them
fuck with the
Clippers
Bucks
in
win, man.
and them Clippers. ain't they?
Because KD gonna try hard and fuck his goddamn leg up or something. Listen, the Bucks are gonna fuck around.
KD,
with
you
this
need to
shit.
drink some motherfucking Ensure. You looking like me out here, bro.
Can you imagine Milwaukee winning that? That's
Why
crazy.
not?
They got a chance.
They won the 70. They won the 72.
I'm not saying that I ain't disputing. I'm just saying, could you just imagine them
If
winning?
they get rid of New Jersey, I mean,
For real.
you know,
You
Brooklyn.
got- well,
If they can get past Brooklyn,
okay. The reason why I'm
Right.
saying is, I'm just saying.
it might be.
Just
Ain't
imagine
nobody
how-
stop that boy.
It might be. Giannis. If they, man, you're right.
I'm saying, I'm just only saying this. Imagine how big it'd be for Milwaukee to get to that point. That's what I'm saying.
That'd be kind of
That's
good.
what I'm saying.
Smart market team.
Hell
And
yeah.
They still come out the East like I predicted.
Right.
But the Suns, they're nice. They're Southern people.
I want to see Paul get it in.
I do
That'd be
want
nice.
policy one. Good one.
Yeah, get one. He been on a couple super teams too.
Hey, so this nigga could have probably won a motherfucking goddamn what is it?
Heisman.
Nah, he won a Heisman. He won a Heisman from what did he play for? Mississippi State? Shit. Play for somewhere. But this guy, man, he could have won that motherfucking what is every year you win what is it, yards the rushing yards per year. He could have won. He could have won this shit. He could have won this shit every single motherfucking year.
Same
Oh,
with
hell yeah.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State. You know what I'm talking about? Every year he could have won this shit. I posted this shit on my shit, but a lot of people probably don't pay attention. But he was like in the thousands, 1,200, 1,000, 15, 17, 2,000. Like, listen. Watching this man every motherfucking Thanksgiving was motherfucking awesome.
East. That's the only time they looked
you know
good.
what? I think that's the reason why I wore blue. It ain't really the Detroit Lions blue, but I think that's the reason why I wore the blue. I put the Kentucky on there, let you know where the fuck we at. Right? From Cincinnati, Kentucky area, we like
Up north,
yeah,
baby.
we up there.
Up
But
north.
I'm just saying,
Kentucky.
man, this guy, man, is a bad motherfucker, man.
Peace.
And it was fucked up that he just up and just quit the game.
I don't know. Why motherfuckers in Detroit always do that?
He just right.
Megatron.
Megatron. They just quit the game. Awesome shit. Every motherfucking year. Never fail. You can't tackle this nigga. He had legs like motherfucking Ricky Henderson.
Nigga, little bitty nigga.
Little bitty, man. Like you, man. Listen, his son was alright too.
I like how he ain't even announced the name yet. Keep
It's
going to suspense.
his son's nice too. But
Keep him on
man,
the
listen, I'm talking about, man, he go through the middle, man. You think you be like, man, tackle. Oh shit.
Right.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Right.
They'll score a touchdown and shit. Like, you be like, what the fuck? They show the highlights 18 times, nigga. Hey, break cold. One of the best to ever do it.
Yeah, one of them.
You know what I'm saying? Ever. Besides motherfucking sweetness, they say. But he one of the best to ever do it, man. They ain't really never give him his props. It's like, it'd be hard to really like give. It's like LeBron James always going to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta give him his roses. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't keep giving this man his roses all the time, but you know good goddamn well who should have got them flowers tossed at him every motherfucking time.
I think it was a
They
10.
announced that shit.
Team.
It was the team. The team was
Alright, they was alright.
We should do a drum roll for the sound effects.
It wasn't
We didn't even
really
announce
the
name
team.
yet.
It wasn't really the team was alright. The team was, their defense was shitty. But if it wasn't for this man holding that shit on his motherfucking back like
Drum
he did,
roll.
God damn, man, Bernie Sanders, man, you heard me?
Mr.
The
Sanders.
coldest motherfucker ever. That said, man, fuck this shit, I'm gone.
Right.
He had that in. Motherfucker
Mr. Fuck this shit, I'm gone. Barry Sanders is Mr. Fuck this shit, I'm gone.
Out the blue.
I didn't even know a nigga retired, bruh.
If he stole something from you, you wouldn't catch him.
Listen, I'm talking about,
Hell
man,
no.
it probably wasn't until like game 8, niggas was like, Barry Sanders retired, they didn't even announce that shit.
Right.
They didn't even announce that shit, bro. Like, man, the coldest motherfucker ever with that pig skin, man. Got me fucked up, nigga.
Ever.
Hey, you know who remind me of him? A little bit?
What was that?
Cause he a little short motherfucker. If he just was a better runner, Bernard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your legs,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Listen to me. If you work out and you don't do legs, boy, you ain't shit.
Right, especially in that position.
In that position. Anything that you gotta do is you push the motherfucker off of you. I installed this shit to my son.
That's why Henry is savage.
When we work out, listen to me. Lower body is everything. I do lower body 2 days a week. Lower body is everything. I
Where your strength
can't
come from.
get it. That's your testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what make your chest big, the arms big, the shit. Make your abs pop out.
Yep.
Them legs. You feel me? Calves. All that shit.
Build up.
Build
Yeah.
up. That's your stock. That's your
Preach.
core. Your core, your motherfucking legs is your stock in your
Preach.
body.
Preach.
Everything else is nothing, nigga. If you do arms and legs and lats and all that shit, you don't do your legs, if I punch you in your chin one good time, you gonna fucking fold, nigga. You gonna fold. I don't give a fuck who you are, you gonna fold. You out here talking about you swole. Raw, that zoo shit. A nigga hit you.
All that nigga.
This nigga hit you.
Hit a
And
button.
that button,
Yeah.
you down. You down, nigga. You ain't got no legs. You ain't shit. You ain't nothing, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about pictures, none of that shit.
That's an
If you
important
don't do no motherfucking abs or your legs, you ain't shit.
That's an important message.
I'm telling you, man. Barry Sanders, man. Ricky Henderson. Look at them sport. Look at them cats in them sports, man. Ricky Henderson, most on the bases. Look at this man's little body. You know what I'm saying? You gotta dig, man. You feel me? When I be out there tired as fuck mowing the grass, I'll be hearing Coach School in my ear from home was talking about dig.
Get it.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta dig, bro.
So,
Yeah.
Barry Sanders is one of the best I've did besides Sweetness. Any running back out here, man. If you out here, man, if the coach had never told you to go to the Barry Center, something wrong with you. He is a bad
Savage.
motherfucker, man.
Low to
Watch
the
his
ground.
goddamn. That's the Allen Iverson of football.
Low to the
That's a
ground.
good point.
Low to the ground.
That's a good point.
Low to the ground.
It's hard to get them little niggas, boy.
Low to the motherfucking ground. You could be, if you big, you gotta have legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, look at Mark Henry. But if you big and you ain't got this, look at Tony Gonzalez. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Mark Henry and Tony Gonzalez, he a bad one. Cause I ain't taking nothing from Tony Gonzalez, but if he's falling.
Right.
Mark Henry, he's
A weak house.
You can get off
he's
Yeah.
still going. The foundation is going. That house is gonna last forever. That's why the German motherfuckers, you know, the gotta eat motherfuckers, man. I would have got that motherfucker to build my house. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Let's get into that theory. bro.
38, nigga.
38, we in
baby.
here.
Curious about your theory on black businesses not lasting, bum.
Woo!
Yeah, man.
Is that a front? It's
That's
a
a
front.
front.
It's a front. It's a front. So what you're saying? So what you're saying? No matter what, we got a black-owned business. They still gonna go to the Chinaman. They still
Oh,
gonna
no,
go to
this totally
oh,
different.
something different. Okay. Okay.
It's like 13% of black businesses in the United States. I think that number is real low. You know what I'm saying? So obviously a lot of black businesses is not being successful, is not working. So
Yeah.
here's a few pointers that I came up with. I think when you got your own business, you should move in a professional manner.
Right.
You know, we all know people that had like clothing shops and shit probably. You know what I'm saying? They had like the dope boys in there smoking weed, posted all outside. Just a
Yeah.
bad look for your business, you know what I
Okay.
mean? So
So basically, so how
just
some of
be-
these businesses that
be
got the
professional.
pepper going and use black faces,
Right.
saying use a
just be professional.
use the people's
Kind of move like
handsome
them,
lady.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, opposite game. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of move like the white man.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then friends and family shit, like a lot of black people when they get businesses and shit, they want to hire their homies on the street that ain't qualified to do the
Good
job
pointers.
Hey,
that he hired them for. You know
Listen,
what I'm
Good
saying?
pointers.
my dude's always told me this.
Good pointers.
She was like, I should be like, man, I'm gonna go work with so and so. Is that your friend? Yeah. She was like, well, so why would you want to go work with your friend?
Right.
She was like, so y'all gonna do this? Y'all gonna be separate, have the same decisions, do the same shit. Fuck around, get fired. You know what I'm saying? So why not? Basically, it was just telling me to go broaden your horizon.
Do your
basically,
thing.
broaden your horizon.
Yep. So yeah, what you think about that, Briss?
I agree. Like what he was saying about
White face, the black face, use black face, use white face. Fight either or be mysterious.
be mysterious.
Not
right?
let them know who the motherfucker is that's got it
Behind
going
the
on
shit.
behind the
Absolutely.
scenes.
I think that because then you would be more successful and pull in a different demographic.
Clientele.
And not only go back to what you were saying is that that when you got a black business, most black businesses don't know about like customer service.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I think that's the main thing about that. We when you're a black business, the main goal that you want whatever you have when you got a business is
To be successful.
successful. But in
Smart.
order to be successful is reclaiming a old clientele.
Right.
If you got clientele that's a repeated clientele, if you got a repeated clientele, then that's your safety net. Consistent client that they
Right.
come in, that's your safety net on when days can get slow because you know they got a history of shopping.
Right.
But in order for you to even get to that point,
Yeah,
you got to
location.
build rapport, some
Yeah.
type of dialogue with your customer base on the time that they come in there in order to be able to obtain that longevity of a clientele base. Because if with you doing that, you need customer service in order to do that.
Exactly.
You know, you being shitty, being rude, being obnoxious,
Get them motherfuckers out of AC.
they get you out of there.
Mhm.
But think about how white people do. White people go up, above and beyond for you.
Mhm.
They don't want you to shop nowhere else. And what you need. What
Right.
can we do to make you
Oh,
satisfied?
that was messed up? Oh, that's on the house. You know what I mean?
Location.
Absolutely.
They take care of people.
You got location, understanding, and motherfucker, you got a lot of us come to the game with pride,
Right.
ego. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta nip shit in the motherfucking butt.
Yeah, suck it
Right.
up.
Not all the time. Some days when you work, you know what I'm saying? Cause I you know what I'm saying. Motherfuckers just be good at what they do. I'm pretty sure you're good at what you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. You're gonna bring the best of what you do every time you go. So some days you're gonna have to nip shit in the butt, and that day might be a full day of bullshit. So you gotta really bring your character. You gotta bring, you know what I'm saying. You gotta have people that's gonna be upstanding to the citizen as well. You know what I'm saying? So you got it's levels, bro. And there's some people that show that face, but then behind closed, you know what I'm saying. You can talk to it, get the information you need to keep your shit going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because some people, like certain businesses, certain people leave certain areas because of the way shit goes on, and it's like. If it's a whole bunch of bullshit here, drama and all that shit, all you want to do is go in, clock in, and it's like a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
There's motherfuckers that come in for a check, and there's some that come in that want to teach and learn and
Care, actually
care
give a fuck.
and give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So you got all these, you got two sets of people that for these jobs. You know what I mean? So
And some people, I think it's two types of people. It's long term and short term.
and loyal is
People
long
who think
term.
more about like short term shit, and then where, you know. So that's why you being a business owner, if you are, you gotta be able to hire somebody that's on the same page as you are,
Right.
to see a long term vision. Because
Right.
if they just see it as some short term shit, or if you ain't really selling them their position to know, like, look, I know I'm gonna grow in 5 years.
Right.
If I'm gonna grow, in order for you to be with me, I'm trying to tell you that you might not be in that position you in
Right.
for that long.
Right.
So I'm telling you is if you can have patience with me. So basically is you being superior, you gotta motivate your workers.
Right.
Right?
And then what you
And
said,
you gotta make, because the workers make shit happen. So
Right.
you gotta motivate them to know that whatever that they do and how successful you are, that they are part of their cause. So you gotta show them that appreciation. And when you don't show them appreciation, then they feel like we just
They
doing
ain't
shit
gonna
for
give a
nothing.
fuck. Yeah.
it's all
They
about
don't give a fuck.
appreciation.
So I think it's about customer service and showing your employers that you appreciate them and that you show them. That's one thing to say that I appreciate you, but it's another thing to show. It's one thing to say it,
like you said.
but it's one thing for me to actually show you.
I go out above and beyond and
I
shit.
agree with that.
Hell
So I'm saying, I can say all day like I appreciate you, bro, all day long. You like, yeah, I heard that many times, but it ain't many times a motherfucker actually showed you.
Actions speak louder
I
than words.
fuck with the manager, man, and sometimes you don't know. She's like me, and I'm unpredictable. You don't know if I'm mad. You don't know what the fuck I got going on, and a lot of times I just get quiet. And a lot of times I just want to just get this fucking day over with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not mad. I'm not upset. None of that shit. And she the same way. So it's about figuring out people too. You gotta figure out people. If you don't figure out people, then you're gonna be lost. You gotta feel energy. You're gonna be lost. So I know she's not. Someday I know she talk. You know what I mean? So I just know. You know what I mean? But at the same time, she might not tell you did a good job.
Right.
She's not gonna express shit to you. She's not an expressive person.
Some people.
But what
like
she
that.
would do is she'll buy pizza.
Right.
She'll buy this. She'll get you that.
That's action.
You know what I'm saying? That's the
Right.
action. And so it's like, okay, you know what I mean? That's cool, but
Sometimes verbals is good. Though.
and
sometimes.
she'll jump on that, and she'll jump up there and get you when you need it. But a lot of times she go through the same shit you go through. She ain't trying to do this shit.
Cause I ain't gonna
gotta
lie.
do this shit 'cause
If a motherfucker actually told you like, look, it was a hard day today, but you was out there humping. I appreciate
Oh,
that more than a motherfucker actually spent some money on some pizza.
Right.
But you see me like,
Hell
you know what I
yeah.
mean? If you say that, fuck that pizza. Like, yeah, you
That's
see
right.
me humping.
Yeah.
I was tired as
Yeah,
fuck. Like,
hell
right.
yeah.
you know what I mean? You was
That-
feeling it like I just sweated all my nutrients out.
Yeah, that'd be the
So if you know on that particular day you was doing what you supposed to do, and somebody put you to the side and be like, you ain't had to really tell nobody that, but they put you say, you know what? Hey, Saturday you was doing your motherfucking thing.
Killing it.
and I think that
appreciate that.
and I
That
think
go a
that-
long way
They
too.
go a long way.
And I think
Yeah.
that for one, at one job I work, I ain't gonna put jobs out there. But one job I work at, and another one, they appreciate me a lot more at one because I'll be like, I do it at both, but I'll be like, man, y'all was good, y'all da. And then they all, it's a few flock and fuck with me like the long way.
Right.
And I know, you know what I'm saying? Like you said last episode, you got intuition. You know when a motherfucker fuck with you the long way when they don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know a lot of people fuck with me the long way in one spot, and then one spot I got a few, and then a lot of them just like everybody's just after one shift is done, motherfuckers just like miserable the next one. Like,
So customer service, appreciation, and another thing. I'm gonna use this as an example. It was a black lady, who got a lot of money from the city of Cincinnati. I forget her name, but she opened a restaurant on the banks. Perfect location, right?
Right.
Mahogany.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Folded in what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Damn, they
The
folded.
reason why, man, if you went down there, she pulling up in all kind of foreign shit. So when you
shit.
say 5 years, I think you ought to give yourself a 5-year gap to start really, so you can see your profit. You know what I mean? People get a business and automatically they want to
Good point.
buy some shit that they can't really afford right now.
Good point. Good point.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
So I think a lot of business fold because the owner's spending.
Good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he come again.
That's a good
I had
Again.
I worked at John Phillips Steakhouse in Crestview Hills, and the owner would
I remember
always,
that shit, man.
he was always sitting at the bar drinking, not paying for shit. 3 or 4 years later, that shit lost the business.
I remember that motherfucker.
Wow.
All that liquor cost.
I
He was
remember-
giving out drinks to his friends, Chinese motherfuckers,
Dang,
They come
it costs
in.
them.
snorting cane in the bathroom type shit.
Yeah, too much information.
Oh, my
listen,
bad. But yeah,
Listen.
so give yourself that gap.
I remember
Yeah.
that spot, and then, but a lot of motherfuckers do. But is that your upbringing that make you splurge like that, or what?
It's people thinking they got it already.
You know what I think? It's the success. Some people
Yeah.
get the success and it comes so fast, they don't know what to do with it, man. Money will demonize your
It'll
ass.
fuck you up,
It'll
bro.
fuck your ass up. For real, bro. It will.
And I went to Elm Street Social Club over the weekend.
Talk about that.
Black owned. People don't know it because he's not in the store.
Wow.
You actually got to Google this shit to know that it was a black owned restaurant in the middle of Findlay Market.
Are you
Whereas
serious?
nothing down there black owned right now. Nothing. But like you said, sometimes when you black, you got to stay in the back.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
That's
Attract that clientele.
And before we move on,
Great food too. A little
Uh,
pricey but good.
Great game too.
I want to
Fucking paying
piggyback
attention.
on what he said. That it's just a jazz club downtown on Van Street called Nostalgia. It's a
I
jazz
think I heard
club.
of.
Yeah, man, so it's popular. Like one day we should get suited and
Hell
booted
yeah.
up and go down there and drink.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Listen to some poetry, some
Oh,
jazz,
man. I
and
love
shit
that
like
shit.
that.
I like
Right.
that type
You know what
of
I'm
shit.
saying? I think we should get in there. But other than that, though, you have to hold it up. Hey, it's hustleworld.com.
Sid, natty
Collect-
shit. Robbie C, what up, baby?
I mean, commercial break. You feel me?
So if you own try to make some shit happen, the success rate is
Very
sitting back
low.
and mixed clientele.
Yeah.
Mixed clientele.
Make sure you got the right people in there, man.
Right people doing what you gotta do. Trustworthy people. That's
Right.
what you need.
For real.
Right, absolutely.
Jim, what be?
Base convo. Commercial. We talk about the
Oh yeah.
hustleworld.com, collections.com.
I'm going to get that. HustleWorldsCollection.com.
I
Oh,
see.
you got-
So listen. I watched boxing the other day. It looked legit. It looked legit. You got a few characters that's on some bullshit though, but the
WBA.
shit I watched the other day,
It's all right.
Saturday on Showtime. Showtime is always legit.
What about Jake Paul versus Mayweather?
That's
I think that's just
That's
some
some
bullshit.
I don't
That's some
get
bullshit.
that
That's some
shit,
bullshit,
man.
bro.
I don't get. I think that's.
Boxing week right
It's
now,
just
bro.
getting weak, man. It's
Nah,
just-
you guys just don't look
Nah,
for it. You
bro.
gotta look for
Just think
it.
about boxing back then.
we talking about like popular boxing.
You gotta
Yeah,
know- nah,
WBA.
See, you gotta know where to look for that, man.
Nah,
No, I'm
bro.
saying, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying, when we talking about matches where money's involved, that's what people want to know. Where they want that authentic boxing.
I don't. Get
We're not getting authentic boxing for big matches.
I don't get why
Very,
motherfuckers.
very
So why we
few
pick-
knockouts.
Right. So like we talking about Jake Paul versus Mayweather? Like really?
I
He's a
don't get why
YouTuber?
motherfuckers
Money
watch that
grab.
weak ass shit.
Come on, bro.
I don't understand that
Bruh.
shit.
Come on,
I ain't watched Mayweather fight since
bro.
2000.
I didn't spend no money to watch that shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna. I can't do that.
Who almost knocked that nigga out? That's the last time I watched Mayweather fight. He almost got knocked out. And then ever since then, it was a whole bunch of nigga was a fucking bullfighter.
So do we
and some
think boxing
fucking shit.
becoming obsolete?
Depends on what you watching it at, man. Depends on what you watching it for. Cause I watch Showtime.
Nah, I think it's weak, bro.
I watch Showtime.
Just
But
think
see-
about it, man. Thomas Hearns, Mike Tyson.
I
I
agree.
mean, on every level, there was a top-notch boxer.
I agree. I think like when you say,
Heavyweight's done.
yeah, it is.
That
Like,
way, yeah, the black fellas on
The
the
little
that
niggas,
shit,
yeah.
the show niggas on Showtime, bro.
but see what I'm saying? That ain't. I don't think that's gonna carry boxing.
It ain't. The
Nah.
UFC,
I don't think it's enough. UFC gonna override that.
UFC been override that shit.
Like even though we might see like I think when it comes to upper echelon of boxing, we see like the weak shit.
So what it
but
is-
the lower level shit, we might see the authentic shit. But the lower level boxing shit is not gonna carry boxing
Average,
further than MMA.
average hand to hand contact is not gonna really last because you gotta get in a fight now. Motherfuckers try to knee you,
Yeah.
choke you the fuck out.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no rules. Street
All that
fight.
shit, ain't no rules. You might as well get you a bat, some
Right.
chains and shit. Take it back to 1965 and some shit like that. Real life game fight. They got sticks, bats, and shit like that. No knives and shit. Just beat the pulse out of
Nigga
motherfuckers.
said,
You know what I'm saying?
they coming over here with sticks and bats and
Warriors,
shit.
come out and play. You feel me? You might as well go ahead and go back to that shit because that's what the fuck it is. It's like the purge. You might as well fight. You might as well purge.
Right, right.
Purge fight without the murking.
Right.
Beat a motherfucker to goddamn
So you think it's getting weak because a lot of motherfuckers ain't growing up?
UFC. They UFC
They ain't
shit.
growing up in the gym like that? Because, you know, back in the day, that was a thing.
That's a good point. That is. I ain't never really
Plus
considered
these
that.
niggas out here shooting too much. They ain't
Yeah.
caring about no going
Right.
to the boxing.
It just
Yeah.
depends. It just depends where you at though, because a lot of motherfuckers still want that down to earth street fight, but
I don't think it's enough to override
I mean,
to
nah.
make it a survive though.
nah.
Because you still got boxing towns like Philadelphia,
You
Cincinnati.
still got it. But a lot of those,
Like, these is
a
boxing
lot of those
towns.
boxing towns just
But
turn
I don't
into
think- I don't think it's enough to really
mixed shit though.
Louisville.
Bigger cities is turning to mixed shit too. Just like it's just diversion over. All right, so you got the niggas that box, you got the white boys that do UFC.
Right.
Or you got the motherfuckers that grew up
I
in the
want to say it's
suburbs.
more motherfucking Mexicans and Puerto Rican motherfuckers
Those
boxing.
motherfuckers is boxing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
They
boxing.
fighting.
Nah,
They
are.
fighting.
They are.
And they rocking your shit.
Right.
And they can take a hit.
And
Yeah.
they take the hit.
They can take a
hit.
They
And they
hit.
rocking your shit.
Right. Right.
They getting rocked and rocking your shit.
So
So motherfuckers, like the Russian motherfuckers back in nah.
So
the
could-
Mexican motherfuckers,
so
white
could they-
all motherfuckers.
Them motherfuckers.
so could the Hispanics
Them
be the
doing
ones
motherfuckers.
that carry
Man.
boxing?
Puerto Rican motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
They do.
Okay. You think okay? So
Yeah,
do you-
because-
do you think they're gonna be the ones that carry boxing?
Because listen, I guarantee
I agree. Though. I agree.
if you run across a Mexican or Guatemalan or Honduran that got hands, and them motherfuckers know they got hands, they gonna want you to fight that motherfucker.
Yeah. Right. Right.
And you from the States,
Right.
so you from the States.
Right.
You supposed to be on your shit because you from the States.
Right.
If a motherfucking Mexican look at you and say, you wanna go to Chicago? No. Why? Because the gangs, they laugh at you.
Oh yeah.
Because they go,
Right.
Nah,
they do that shit.
nah,
They
it's-
everywhere.
It's a Mexican
Hey,
neighborhood up there
Cali's.
on 26.
Man, listen.
20 go to
fuck their neighborhood. They
Nah.
in your neighborhood.
Nah, go to
They
look
ain't-
up Little
listen.
Village in Chicago.
Man,
on
listen,
26 in California.
Listen, fuck that. They
Yeah,
in
you
your
can't go there.
nigga. They in your neighborhood.
Oh.
Don't
Working.
give a fuck.
Not
Oh
give
yeah,
a fuck.
yeah.
Nigga, they on Pleasant Street right now. Nigga, they ain't
Oh,
a
yeah,
harder.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
They ain't there.
But they know
Cowboy hats having fun. Drinking Modelo's.
They ain't on no
Belt
street
buckles and
shit.
shit.
No, they don't have to be.
Yeah, they don't gotta be. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm just saying. I'm
they
saying.
got some people. Man,
Yeah,
listen,
what I'm
Y'all,
saying is,
listen,
that's what I'm saying. Hold on. That's what I'm saying. You right on the working side, but I'm saying if they was down on Pleasant and on some street shit, that ain't gonna work.
Nah, it ain't gonna work like
Yeah,
that.
listen,
they
listen,
gonna get
listen.
That's what I'm saying.
They might get robbed.
Yeah, they gonna get
and they
robbed.
might do all that shit. But I'm telling you,
Now on the working
listen,
level, yeah, but
I'm not gonna put none past them. Like I don't put none past
I
no
would-
nigga
nah.
out here because them motherfuckers gonna get you, bruh.
They slick.
They slick.
yeah.
For real.
They slick, man.
I don't-
They us. They like us, bro.
I don't-
They like
I don't
us.
think these
bro.
Mexicans, the Mexicans like The ones in LA.
They ain't.
Exactly.
They ain't. Listen,
They
listen.
do, but I'm saying
They got family.
Nah,
listen.
I'm
I
not
know some
disputing
Hawaiian.
that.
I know some Hawaiian motherfuckers. They be on some cool shit.
But I'm saying,
But I guarantee.
I don't dispute that, but I'm
they
saying
got some family.
they ain't street savvy though, for real.
Listen,
for real.
listen.
They street savvy. They ain't more street
They
savvy than
got.
us.
They got
They're
some.
not. But I'm saying
They
got
not.
people-
They
But
not.
I'm saying
They
you
not.
can finesse them though.
You can finesse them.
They're not more street savvy
They
than
don't
you.
shoot the shit up. Not give a fuck.
Yeah, but
you don't know
before
who
all that
did
though,
it.
before all that though,
Right.
they,
I feel you.
If you can finesse them though,
I feel
Yeah,
you.
they
don't know
been-
the
I
streets
feel
like we know the
I
streets.
feel you. I
They
feel
been
you.
getting
They
finessed
don't
by
they
these
don't-
hoes.
they don't-
Yeah.
they don't know the area you at.
Yeah.
Like you do. But
That was the thing
Just
back in the
like-
day. Set a motherfucker Mexican out with a bitch, going there and rob him.
yeah,
Yeah, like,
it's just
you know
the
what I mean?
Hawaiian motherfuckers. I know some Hawaiian, and
I
they
know they out
click
there,
tight,
man.
tough. Man, ain't they? Listen,
God.
click tight, tough, and them niggas is crippin' hard in Hawaii. So they in Cali, they got some in Cali. But I'm saying they got some.
But I think there's
They
some
can
areas
call.
they're not gonna go to.
They ain't gonna drive. It's a
They're
drag.
not gonna go to
They'll
there's some
drive.
areas
They'll
that's not-
drive. They ain't gonna drive
Yeah.
18 hours, 20-something hours to the West Harrison business. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't gonna need you at 30 minutes. In some places they ain't gonna pull up over the way.
They gonna pull up. They ain't gonna pull
Yeah,
up.
nah, I don't give a bad or they're not gonna pull up.
But a lot of
Man, them
motherfuckers.
niggas,
But
them
listen,
young niggas,
I'll put
they
up
don't
past.
fuck about none of that.
I'll
I know, I'll put up past them,
I'll put
but
up
some
past them.
ignorant ass young niggas
Yeah,
and some
they
Samoans
ain't
pulling up to wind turns talking that shit,
Hell
it ain't
nah.
gonna go
They
right.
ain't gonna make it.
It
They
ain't
ain't
gonna
gonna
go
make
right,
it.
bro.
I feel you on
Hell
that.
nah, it ain't gonna go right. Them
I
niggas-
saw some
they
side
don't
street
like their
shit.
ass up.
I saw some side street
Man,
shit.
for what?
I saw some
Man,
side
like
street.
what?
I saw some side street shit.
Man, what? They
That's
gonna do
sad
that
shit.
shit down the way, bro.
That's it.
Let them
But
pull up down the way talking that shit, bro.
They ain't gonna do it at all.
Man, they gonna
Period.
light their ass up down there. They gonna,
Sad.
man, and I see what you're saying. They are bad, but
They cold.
in certain situations, though,
Side over here, over like the county, the
man,
country,
they're not gonna do that.
They ain't gonna do that shit in
Man,
real
they gonna
spot.
light their
I
fucking
feel you.
ass up, bro. Them young niggas don't care. They the most scariest demographic out here is the young niggas.
Oh,
They
yeah,
don't
it's
give a
over.
fuck.
Right.
They don't give a fuck who you are,
Nope.
bro. Bro, they gonna light
They
your
don't
ass
give a fuck
up.
about your age, or
None of
or
that.
gender, or nothing,
They
bro.
don't care about none of that.
For real.
Right.
Let some of them from Maryland pull up in Brick City talk about.
Nah,
woo,
they
woo,
don't-
woo.
nah,
They ain't gonna go to
They-
Bro, that shit gonna make
They
news.
ain't gonna
Yeah.
go motherfucker. They ain't
Man,
gonna
they
go
gonna
to
do none of
Cincinnati.
that. Hell no.
I ain't
I mean,
saying
they
that.
can, but they gotta
They
be on some
can.
cool
Well, I'm
shit.
saying
They can't get it.
Yeah.
They gonna come out there cocky.
I
Right.
wasn't saying they was going that far.
No, I'm not saying I should.
They ain't gonna do that shit.
But no, I'm saying I'm not disputing what you said because no, them Samoans ain't no.
I'm saying
motherfuckers.
about areas where motherfuckers is not really linked up like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
cut their
A lot of
family
motherfuckers- if you ain't on your shit yourself, you might be bait for the motherfuckers.
No, I agree with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of Puerto Ricans that moved out there.
Yeah.
They clicked up. So if you get into one
I ain't
of
seen
them,
them across that bridge. That's a different story.
yeah.
But I'm talking about in the sad areas and all that shit with these motherfuckers being like cause over here.
I
it's
don't
like-
even think it comes
wait,
to some parts of some
Not
young
on-
niggas. I don't even think
I
it
didn't
do
say
that.
over here. I'm just talking about in
I
the
don't think
small
it do that
areas.
custom. I'll say some young niggas. If they come from some young niggas that do that,
They ain't gonna come up here.
because there's some young niggas around here that's ignorant. Like they don't think they
Man,
gonna
on
know
the
that
east
play.
side, them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they
Right.
don't play that, bro.
They ain't gonna come up here.
Hell no, they gonna cut a couple to
Them
that
small,
shit.
them small,
They
That's
be
why, because I say this. It's a lot of Puerto Ricans that's moving out there, like to the outskirts of Covington. But you know one thing though, you don't never see no motherfuckers down here.
Not like that.
You
No.
don't never, and they out there by the droves, bro. I worked at camp when I first got out of jail. I went to Camco, bro. It's Puerto Ricans flooded,
but
all in their
but like-
everything in their apartments, but you'll never see them down here.
But like David
They'll
Banner,
never
like,
come up
but like
here.
David Banner said, he said they got people. They send people out to where it's good at, and then you know wherever it's good at, then they send their
So,
people.
that's what I'm saying. They
So
just
they gonna take over a street
And
or
then
something,
flooded.
and then they gonna have and then it's gonna be another lane somewhere over here where it's gonna be sweep. They move people in that's gonna hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On the side.
right. Not
It ain't
you're
gonna
right.
be. It ain't gonna be. It's gonna be on the
But see,
side.
that's the thing about like Hispanics and Samoans and Asians that you know they family oriented. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like a
They- like a
motherfucker.
motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Versus
And
us.
that's, and it is.
And we ain't because of the condition of Jim Crow.
Right.
You know what I mean? But this is gonna add another diamond to the gym today because we're talking about the importance of family.
Go ahead.
Not to even go off on that, but we're gonna go out and talk about the importance of family.
That
That
diamond, boy.
is that's why you know what I mean. Families thrive the way they do because of you know structure and unity. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And that's why the main goal of locking up the black man, because if you take away the nucleus of the family, then the family dies, right? And that's what's going on in the black community. So and I gotta say this. I'm gonna say this though, because I hate when people compare like black people with Asian community and the Hispanic community on how they stick together and we don't. And I gotta remind you, like, Asian communities and Hispanic communities ain't been through Jim Crow and slavery like black people.
Talk that shit.
But if they did, they would be acting how we acting. That's the way we behave. That's why we behave. We behave because we've been through a systematic of slavery and Jim Crow, right? You see what I'm saying? Of Holocaust, right? So that's why we don't stick together. That's why we can't do none of that. So we got to keep that in mind on why we don't stick together, on why we behave because of the history of where we come from, the programming and the brainwashing. We've been the most brainwashed out here. So that's why when it comes to sticking together and family, while you see the black family not really, it becomes more loosely as the years go on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I told somebody the other day, as the years go on, the black family or the black race is becoming weaker. We could become more weaker as the year becomes.
You can look at your own family, because after my grandma died, my
shit
family
becomes
just
looser.
fell
We
apart,
don't. We
bro.
just do what we want to do.
Yeah.
And where that comes from? Now it comes more. It ain't about family no more. You know, where it comes more individualism, where you brag and boast of more about you,
Right.
And not about your family, but you about you, and that's where social media come into play. And more with females, where they talk more about how they look. I look good. It's
Right.
more about boasting. It's more about bragging. It's about me. It's more about individualism. That's where we're coming to in the world today. It's not more about collectively no more. It's more about the family, whether it's related through blood or not. Don't nobody want to do nothing more of collectively. It's more about just individualism.
Me.
You see what I'm saying?
It's not me. What's
You know,
not
You see what I'm
me.
saying? And I think that, and we just talking about the gem of the day, more about importance of family and how important it is that you need family. You know what I mean? It's more vital that you have family when you're in a dire situation, especially when you're locked up. When you're locked up, if somebody can't even send you nothing as far as commissary, by them even having money on your books to call you, having some money on your phone to call you, it's more important than having money. Because guess what? It keeps your sanity. It keeps you being in the trouble. It keeps you from shanking them motherfuckers.
You be
Keeps
happy
you
when
fighting
the
them
motherfucker pick that phone
Exactly.
up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You call a
For real.
motherfucker, they ain't answering, and somebody ain't call, if they ain't reaching out to you, guess what that put the state of mind you in?
Right.
You become more violent,
Yeah.
more aggressive. Now you more on some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Now you more like your celly mate, more you looking more as an enemy than more you your bunkie, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that come more of being vital and critical of how you do your time. And that's just how you do your time. But outside of you do your time, it's critical that you do have family, because you never know what somebody going through. Because when we outside of them bars, we don't really express the traumas and tribulations that we go through, because we keep shit inside. So I'm saying we don't talk about it. So don't nobody know what we going through. So can't nobody help us, because we don't nobody know what we're going through to express the help that we need, because we want to keep it suppressed.
And then another part with that, like the importance of family, man, you gotta know who your motherfucking family members are. So you don't be looking foolish out here fighting with your goddamn can for.
Oh, some shit that you already know this motherfucker
You know what I'm
shiesty.
saying?
You know what I mean?
Not anybody being shicey, but you don't even know this is your goddamn cousin for real.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
That's a lot of shit like that going
it
on.
be so much shit going on here in the world. It be so much shit in between shit. Like you gotta know who the fuck your peoples are. Because you know, so some families got big ass families.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying, they just be beefing and don't even know what the fuck going on. And I guarantee it's a lot of people that know who the fuck they can too.
Right.
And that plays a part. Like, you got to start doing shit, like going to events
Family
and
reunions
all
and
that
shit.
shit. And reunions and all that shit, so you know who the fuck you can too. And this, that, and the third. And then you got to keep in touch with your family, because a lot of people be mixing they shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know who your people is that's light skinned, and you know what I'm saying? You got to know all that shit. Like,
Both sides.
it all plays a part. And you can't be the type of family member that be like playing sad, because you're all family. You know what I'm saying? You can't play sad because something happened to. If something happens to your mama and a motherfucker, you gotta get some understanding. Other than that, you can't play parts like you do with street motherfuckers and friends and all that shit.
Right.
You can't do that type shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. It ain't happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just, you just gotta know what the fuck going on. You gotta know all parts of the strategy and the story, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta be no fucking fool out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, family, man, you got. I don't know. Me, you my family. I fuck with you. I fuck with street family. I fuck with family. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with family I work with. Like, I got all kind of fucking family. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's my fucking people. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't my peoples, I don't consider you family, and you a friend, you iffy as fuck.
Right.
If I say this nigga man, this is my family right here. But friends iffy. Family is family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't
right.
give a fuck about none of that shit.
Right.
We gonna ride, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But end of the day, you just got it's importance. You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of people intact. A lot of people just picking sides and shit, man. I really don't get that fucking shit. That shit pissed me the fuck off.
I think the main thing is about family is just to have a filter to know and decipher to know who's real family, who when.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the main thing of this title because family is just it's just a loose word, right?
It's fucked
But you
up
gotta
now.
be able to
It's
know
like love.
who.
Love is a loose word.
It's a loose
Yeah.
word. You gotta know who's family, who ain't family. You know?
Who really got your back?
Right.
Exactly.
And don't
In your
put more
corner.
into a motherfucker that ain't gonna put more into you.
G. My
Gem
job,
of the
man.
day.
Hey,
It's
that's
the
Hustle Talk
that was the
podcast, baby.
G. Motherfucker. Cotton boy manager.
Get
Hustle
well.
World.
Love you, bruh.
Get well, my
Get
bro.
well, man. Be safe.
Praying for you, my nigga.
Praying for you. You know what I'm saying?
We out.
We got
Yeah.
you, bruh.
It's
Regardless, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
Hustle Talk,
Y'all know what
baby.
time it
Yeah.
is. This
It's
nigga
Hustle
was
Talk.
on one today.
I don't want today.
We're gonna keep him on Bacardi. He on Bacardi from now on. For real. He on Bacardi from now on. Peace.
Yeah.